So this is the Cappra course, and this is the landing page where you can log in and log out with the little introduction. And then basically here you see the menu up on the right with the lectures, the forum, the help, which I never use, and log out, and a search feature. So let's start with the lectures. Every week they upload a lecture. There are 12 of them, right? Those are the 12. And every week on Wednesday, a lecture is opened. So the first one, lecture 1 on system thinking, is the one that was opened last week. When you get there, you have a video of Fridtjof. I'm not going to play it because it would take too long, but it's basically what you see is what you see during the whole video. He's actually sitting at a desk teaching a bunch of people. And then below here, you have, four things. The first one is a summary of the lecture, right? It's a summary of the lecture, and it actually comes from the textbook. And if you click on this, you get the PDF that you can download. And this was written by him, earlier on. It comes from the textbook. So it's basically the introduction to the textbook. Here you have a conceptual map, and it's basically the conceptual map, the mind map of the course. When he developed the course, this is the mind map that he did. You have some supplementary material here for this week. It's Mind Walk, which is a movie that he made with his brother in 1990. And then there is a link to another website by Linda Booth Sweeney, who works with him actually. She is a participant in the course. And she's basically developing videos for kids about systems. So you can see here there's a system literacy collection. There's a number of videos for kids from grade 5 to grade 12 or something like that. And then there's a translation of the summary of the lecture in Italian. So this is for lecture. Now let's go to the forum. In the forum, you have several areas. The first one is introduce yourself. Then you have a forum library where they put references for books, articles. They also upload videos that have to do with system thinking. There's a feedback and suggestion about the course where people can post, participant can post. They have, in preparation of the course, for the course, it's some stuff that help you prepare the course. I actually didn't really have a look at that. Kitchen table forum is an interesting area of the course because this is a kind of open space for discussion between participants. So they say, it's an open space for discussion such as what happens when we gather around the kitchen table. And you can discuss about whatever you like here, right? And people respond or not. Then there's an area for study groups. I'll go into this later. There's a glossary. There's a video from Fridtjof that is a welcome video where he explains a little bit about the course and tell you what to expect and so on. There's an opening circle, the details for the opening circle that we had on Zoom a couple of days ago. And then there are areas for each lecture. So this is the area for question and discussions, question and answer for lecture 1 and then lecture 2. So let's go back. Introducing yourself, it's basically where you introduce yourself. So each person click on new topic and then they just post, and basically they say, where I am from and my name, blah, 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 and what I do, what I'm interested in, and why I'm doing this course, basically. So this is for the introduction. The forum library is a number of videos or written material, stuff like that have to do with system thinking. So for example, here there's a bibliography on books about system thinking. And this is not necessarily posted by people who actually work for the course. They're not posted by the moderators, but anybody can post anything. So for example, this guy here, he said, oh, I can start recommending a couple of books and so on, and then people reply. But they also post videos of webinars. They announce webinars. For example, this one was announced 2 weeks before it took place, so you could actually attend the webinar, and then they posted the video after the webinar, right? So here was a framework for integrating art and science. So this is the forum library. Feedback and suggestion about the course, this is self-explanatory. In preparation for the course, this is, to help you prepare and orient yourself in the course. Now, kitchen table forum, this is an interesting one because you can have discussion about anything here, right? So here, people posting about teenagers. Here, Myra Michelle Kennedy, who is the actual she's the person in charge of this course. She posted on the intention of the kitchen table forum. So if you click here, you can read. And this has a very, very good feature, is that anything that's new since you last visited the platform, there's this little red new icon here, so it helps you to navigate, because sometimes it's difficult to know, oh, did I read this, didn't I read this, so it's really very convenient. You see, I opened the post and the little red new icon disappeared. So it helps me to navigate because I know what it is that I read and what it is that I haven't read yet. This is about study groups. They do a lot of study groups, as you can say. There are several days a week in different languages and so on. So you choose a study group that you can join. And for example, this one. And then there's information, who is going to be the leader, where can you actually access the study group, and so on and so on. So any information on study groups will be there. There's a glossary of all the terms, welcome video from Fridtjof, and then lecture 1 discussion. So here you see, this is the interesting part because Fridtjof is personally involved here. Well, okay, at least or someone is posting in his name, but either him or somebody posting in his name answers every single comment and question here, right? I think it's him actually who is posting, because he's using, he says, I worked on it for 10 years and it's full of visual metaphor. He's really sharing something that I think only him would know. So it's really interesting. And you see he replies to pretty much everybody. He's there all the time, right? So this is where we would need direct involvement from John. You see he's here. He replies to every single post. Okay. And then the help and logout, which I never use. Okay, that's it.